Ancient mythologies are filled with wondrous and terrifying creatures, many of which remain central to folklore today. While you might be familiar with creatures like dragons, griffins, and hydras, many other fascinating beings from mythologies around the world are often overlooked. These creatures reflect ancient fears, morals, and beliefs that span across cultures. Let's explore the top 10 creatures you didn't know were in ancient mythology, starting from the most intriguing to the most terrifying. Number 10. The Tengu, Japan. In Japanese mythology, the Tengu are bird-like creatures often associated with mountains and forests. Tengu are typically depicted as humanoid figures with the beak, wings, and talons of a bird, or with a distinctly red face and an abnormally long nose, resembling a monk. They are known for their martial arts skills, agility, and trickster behavior. Historically, Tengu were regarded as protective deities by some, thought to guard the forests and maintain balance in nature. However, as the mythology evolved, the Tengu's reputation shifted. They became known as supernatural beings capable of luring travelers into the forest, confusing them, or even abducting them. The Tengu embodies both the fear of the wild and the respect for nature, illustrating the complex relationship humans had with the wilderness. The Tengu's relationship with humans also emphasizes the danger of pride and spiritual arrogance. They were sometimes seen as embodiments of monks who strayed from the proper path of humility, offering a moral lesson to those who would neglect their spiritual responsibilities. Though often mischievous, the Tengu were considered guardians of sacred spaces and powerful protectors of nature. Number 9. The Chupacabra, Latin America. The Chupacabra is one of the most famous and terrifying creatures from Latin American folklore, especially in Puerto Rico and parts of Mexico and Central America. Translated to goat sucker, this creature is known for attacking livestock, particularly goats, and draining their blood. Descriptions of the Chupacabra vary greatly, but it is most commonly depicted as a reptilian creature with spines along its back or as an alien-like being. First reported in the 1990s, the Chupacabra quickly became a popular figure in modern cryptozoology and was even tied to reports of unexplained animal deaths. In some stories, the Chupacabra is linked to extraterrestrial beings, while others suggest it is a supernatural predator from ancient times. Many locals believe it to be a form of punishment for immoral behavior, while others view it as a symbol of the dangers that lurk in the unknown. Though skeptics often attribute the Chupacabra's attacks to other animals, such as coyotes with mange, the creature remains a fixture in modern Latin American folklore, symbolizing the deep connection between the region's people and the mystical forces that surround them. Number 8. The Tikbalang, Philippines. The Tikbalang is a creature from Philippine mythology, often described as a tall humanoid with the head and hooves of a horse and a human-like body. This creature is known for its mischievous behavior, often tricking travelers by leading them off their path or causing them to lose their way in the jungle or mountainous regions. Traditionally, it is believed that the Tikbalang's powers are strongest in areas that are untouched by humans. In some variations of the myth, the Tikbalang can transform into a beautiful woman to lure men into the forest, only to lead them astray. The creature is also associated with the gods of nature and was sometimes seen as a guardian of the wilderness. Despite its trickster nature, the Tikbalang is not inherently malicious. Folklore suggests that it can be tamed if one is able to turn it upside down, as doing so takes away its power. The Tikbalang represents the mysteries of the natural world and the consequences of venturing too far into places unknown. Number 7. The Zimwi, East Africa. The Zimwi is a creature from the folklore of East Africa, particularly among the Swahili-speaking people. Described as a large humanoid monster with hair and glowing red eyes, the Zimwi is said to prey on children who wander too far from home. The creature's appearance varies, but it is often depicted as terrifying and capable of abducting or devouring its victims. The Zimwi is sometimes seen as a cautionary figure in stories, warning children to stay close to their homes and obey their parents. It embodies both fear and the unknown, with its role as a monster that dwells in the wilderness and threatens those who do not follow societal rules. The myth of the Zimwi has been passed down through generations, evolving into a figure that is sometimes used to frighten children into behaving and remaining close to family. The Zimwi also represents the balance between safety and danger in rural East African life, where unknown dangers lurk just beyond the safety of the home. It is a creature that speaks to the vulnerability of youth and the importance of social boundaries. Number 6. The Nuckelavee, Scotland. The Nuckelavee is one of the most terrifying creatures in Scottish mythology, particularly among the people of the Orkney Islands. This monster is said to have the body of a horse, but with no skin, revealing its bloody, exposed muscles and veins. The rider of the Nuckelavee is described as a human-like figure with no skin, grotesque features, and a terrifying presence. The Nuckelavee is associated with disease, destruction, and bad weather. It is said that whenever the creature was sighted, crops would fail, livestock would die, and the weather would worsen. Some versions of the myth suggest that the Nuckelavee was an embodiment of chaos and evil, appearing to punish the people for their sins. The creature is often associated with natural disasters and is a reminder of the fragility of life. The Nuckelavee also embodies the fear of uncontrollable natural forces and the unpredictability of life in the harsh Scottish landscape. Its appearance represents the destructive power of nature and the sense of helplessness that people once felt when facing natural calamities. Number 5. The Aswang, Philippines. The Aswang is a terrifying and shape-shifting creature from Filipino folklore. Known for its vampiric tendencies, the Aswang is often depicted as a beautiful woman by day, but transforms into a monstrous being at night. This creature can assume the form of various animals, such as a dog, bird, or pig, making it elusive and dangerous. The Aswang preys on pregnant women, sucking the blood of both the woman and her unborn child. In some versions of the myth, it is said to have a long, retractable tongue or a beak-like mouth that it uses to suck blood. Some accounts also describe the Aswang as a flesh-eating monster with a preference for human organs and internal matter. The Aswang myth serves as a warning about the dangers of the night and the power of witchcraft. It represents a fear of the unknown, particularly the fears that arise from the unseen and hidden world of the supernatural. Number 4. The Chaneques, Mexico. The Chaneques are mischievous and small forest spirits from Mexican mythology, particularly in the regions of Veracruz and Yucatan. Often described as tiny, gnome-like beings with oversized eyes and green skin, the Chaneques are known for their trickery and their ability to lead travelers astray in the dense jungle. In traditional lore, the Chaneques are believed to be guardians of the forest, watching over the natural world and ensuring that no one disturbs the balance of the environment. When a person strays from the path, the Chaneques might cause them to lose their way, leading them deeper into the woods. However, some believe that if treated with respect, the Chaneques can guide people back to safety. The Chaneques reflect the deep connection between the people of Mexico and the land they live on. They represent the mysteries of the natural world and the consequences of not respecting nature's boundaries. Number 3. The Baku, Japan. In Japanese folklore, the Baku is a dream-eating creature often called upon to consume bad dreams and nightmares. Depicted as a hybrid creature, the Baku has the body of a bear, the trunk of an elephant, and the eyes of a rhinoceros. It is believed that the Baku consumes nightmares and troubled dreams, giving the person who summoned it peaceful sleep. The Baku serves as both a guardian of rest and a symbol of transformation. It offers protection from the psychological and emotional turmoil caused by bad dreams, helping people regain balance in their lives. The Baku's role highlights the importance of mental well-being in Japanese culture, where spiritual and psychological health are closely linked. The Baku is also seen as a positive force that takes away the darkness in people's minds, providing comfort and reassurance to those troubled by nightmares. Number 2. The Wendigo, Algonquian Native American. The Wendigo is a terrifying creature from the folklore of the Algonquian-speaking tribes of North America, especially among the Cree, Ojibwe, and Algonquin peoples. This malevolent spirit is often depicted as a gaunt, emaciated figure with glowing eyes and a hunger for human flesh. According to legend, anyone who resorts to cannibalism in times of famine is cursed to become a Wendigo, forever craving human flesh. The Wendigo is a symbol of greed, isolation, and the dangers of desperation. It represents the darkness that can take over a person's soul when they abandon their moral compass. Number 1. The Ammit, Ancient Egypt. The Ammit is one of the most horrifying creatures in ancient Egyptian mythology, often referred to as the devourer of souls. It was a demoness with the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. Ammit played a crucial role in the judgment of the dead, which was presided over by the god Osiris. During the weighing of the heart, the deceased's heart was weighed against the feather of Mayat, the goddess of truth. If the heart was found to be heavy with sin, it was devoured by Ammit, ensuring that the soul would never enter the afterlife. Ammit's role symbolizes the consequences of a life lived in disarray or evil. She embodies the fear of being judged and condemned in the afterlife, making her one of the most terrifying figures in Egyptian lore. She also symbolizes the ultimate injustice, the eternal erasure of a person's existence. If these stories intrigued you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more exciting videos into the myths and legends from around the world. Share this with friends who love mythology, and let's keep exploring the incredible creatures that shaped our past. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with even more hidden gems from ancient folklore.